this video has to do with solving proportions, problems 20 through 24. We're going to use cross-multiplying. Not every teacher uses cross-multiplying, but I think it's pretty good. So we'll multiply across the fractions from upper left to top to lower bottom right, and that's 24. Put an equal sign and multiply across this one. 1 times 4 is 4y. Now we have a little equation which we can quickly solve by dividing by 4. There's your answer for number 20. Let's use the same technique over here. A little bit more careful on this one. 3 times 12, that's not too bad. 36. However, 2 times x plus 6 is 2 times the entire top. So I'm going to put a parenthesis around it because it's 2 times this entire numerator. So let's remember to distribute that. It's a little equation. We can subtract 12 from both sides. You got 24 over here, 2x over there, divide by 2, and you get 12. Here's the answer for number 21. Okay, on number 22, multiply across. N times n is n squared. 9 times 16 is 144. You could use a calculator to do that. And how do I get n by itself? Because right now I have n squared. So you will do the opposite of squaring, which is square rooting. And you get n equals 12. Okay, here's your answer. 23 looks kind of like complicated and maybe a little scary, but it's not that bad. You just have to follow the rules. So we'll do 13 times y minus 1. So 13 times y minus 1 in parentheses, so don't forget to distribute. And then we're going to do 4 times parentheses 2y plus 3. Okay, now we just have to do some distribution. So let's distribute 13y minus 13. Distribute 4. It's 8y plus 12. Now's the time when you collect all the variables on one side and all the constants on the other, variable terms. Let's move this by subtracting it to the other side. That's 5y. Oops. Okay, 5y minus 13 on the left and 12 on the right. So I had said if you're going to move the constant term or variable terms to the left, the y's, move all the regular numbered constants to the right. So that means we need to add 13 to the right. So we'll add 13 and add 13. That gives us this. Divide by 5 to get the answer. Y equals 5. And so this last problem here is an application problem. So it's in a football game. The ratio of scores between Georgia Bulldogs and Tennessee Volunteers is 3-2. So there's a 3-2 ratio. If the Volunteers scored 28 points, how many points did the Bulldogs score? So this is a 3-2 ratio. The thing you have to be careful of is who's 3 and who's 2. So it says Georgia Bulldogs and Tennessee was 3-2. So this must be Georgia, and this must be Tennessee on the bottom. We'll set that equal to the actual value for the points. Volunteers scored 28. That's Tennessee. How many did the Bulldogs? So that'll be unknown on the top. So there's our little proportion. Just needs to be solved using cross multiplication. So 3 times that, 28 is 84. And 2 times x is 2x divided by 2 to both sides, and we get 42, I believe. Okay, so that is the end of the proportions video.